Yay! Are y'all excited? Woo! This is my favorite group to speak to because y'all are so enthusiastic and it's just so much fun. Okay, so James, who is our video guy who's going to be getting all of the beautiful footage this week, is asking that y'all would get comfortable and just take a seat because he needs a good view for his camera. So that's the first thing. Okay, now, do some of y'all have a journal or a pen with you? Journal, pen, notepad, or your notepad and your phone will work too. Get that out because, oh my gosh, hi, you look so pretty. Get that out because you're gonna take some notes tonight. I have some reflection questions for you. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to get settled for a few seconds and then I'll start. Doesn't the stage look so good, by the way? Ah! You get to walk in this stage, do your runway, it's gonna be so fun. Okay, so here is the deal. Last year I came and did a talk. Who was here last year? Oh my gosh, like half of you. Awesome. So last year I did a talk and it was called Being You. And I broke down what that means. What does it mean to be you? Because do we not hear that all the time? They're like, just be yourself, honey, just be yourself. And you're like, what do you mean? There's this score sheet that's telling me to be poised and perfect and to perform and la, 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 la. There's so many things that I need to be. So how do I be me through all of that? So it can be really confusing. So last year I gave a talk breaking down what that means to kind of demystify it. So this year I was thinking, gosh, what could be better than that message? So I was thinking about it, and I coach a lot of women in pageantry and in life, and I've been noticing these themes that have been coming up that have been leading to breakthrough, either a breakthrough or a win in different girls' lives. All right, so there's been a few themes. I've been taking notes, and I was like, ooh, what does all of this come down to? What is this message really saying? And what I realized and I'm gonna tell you the themes, but what I realized all these themes were saying is the message that says to have fun. What? That's basic. Have fun. How many people tell you just have fun? A lot. Okay, yeah. I remember when I was competing, I would go to pageants, and when I was at orientation, the message was, girls, just remember to have fun. And I would sit there and I'm like, okay, that advice is for the non-serious competitors, because I am not here to have fun, I'm here to win. Okay? But then, anyone with me on that? You're like, what does that even mean? I have prepared hard, I have trained hard, and I'm gonna be serious and focused. Ain't no time for fun. But what I have been realizing in my coaching practice is I've been telling my girls that a lot, like, have fun, remember to have fun. And then I realized, oh my gosh, she doesn't know what I'm talking about. She doesn't know what that means. So I'm like, tonight we're gonna break down what it really means to have fun and why it's powerful. And the reason why having fun is powerful is because you cannot have fun unless you're relaxed. You cannot have fun unless you are comfortable with yourself and unless you're confident in yourself. It is the relaxed girl that can come on stage and have fun. And when she is having fun, the judges are having fun watching her, right? And it is the girl that makes other people feel comfortable and confident that wins. And that is the girl having fun. So y'all, it is so much more powerful than some frivolous, like, oh, just have fun, honey. It's like, no, this is serious. It's another way of saying, be yourself. Okay? So here's the deal, and y'all, this is so exciting. I mean, I'm a pageant girl, so I love acronyms like y'all do. So I was like, oh my gosh, God, can you please turn this into an acronym for me? And nothing was working with FUN. So I wrote down the themes that I've been noticing in my coaching sessions, the girls who've been winning and seeing this breakthrough in their life. And do you want to know what the acronym came out to be? Are you ready? It is so appropriate for July 4th. I know. STAR. What? Thank you, God. He is so fun and specific with our hearts. Okay, so tonight we're going to break down what it means to be the star you are so you can have fun. Holla! Okay, and as I'm talking, you could even be thinking right now some of the pageants you've watched recently, some of the top fives you have in mind from past Miss USA's, past Miss America's, past USA National Misses, and think about the top five and the girl who won. And you're gonna start to see, okay, yeah, she was having fun. And I don't want you to think that that necessarily means that she's not serious or maybe she's being silly or she's over the top and bubbly. For some girls, it looks like that. For other girls, it looks different. Like, I think for Ardell, our USA National Miss, she has more of an elegant and reserved demeanor, but she's still having fun through her unique personality. So I want you to know that fun is going to look unique for each one of you, okay? So get excited. Okay, the first S, or the first word in STAR is to surrender. I see this in every single girl who finally gets it. It's this mindset of surrender. What does surrender mean? That I don't want it? That I don't care? That I'm forgetting my training? That I quit? No. Surrender is not needing to win. You don't need it anymore. And you want to know what else surrender is? You don't need people to like you. And you don't need the judge's high score. Why? Well, first of all, if you are walking into a competition and you need people to like you or you need to win, that makes you desperate. It means that you think you're lacking something that they can magically give you. So automatically, you're in a position of, oh, will you please like me? Oh, and that's making you uptight and nervous. You are not relaxed, are you? Because you need them. Oh, judges, will you please like me? What, are you giving me a 10 right now? No, is that an 8? Ah! Okay. But instead, if you realize, no, you have something to offer. It is not about what you can get from them. It's about what you are here to give. So get that mindset shift of the fact that you are not empty. You do not need them to like you, and you do not need to win. You were here because you were full and you were secure in your position and in who you are, and you know what you bring to the table. And you know that you are here to bless these wonderful judges who were taking time out of their schedule to come be a part of your experience. So you're like, oh, let me help make your night better tonight by me just enjoying and relaxing and having fun. Ah. Thank you for the 10, by the way. I do expect that. So that is the power of surrender, is how you walk into that interview not needing something from them, not needing them to ask you certain questions, you walking on stage and not needing something from the people, but realizing, no, I am here because I have something to offer. I am here because I have a dream in my heart, and I am passionate about it, and I'm going to do it regardless of if I win or not. So then that positions you to give you this mindset of before you walk out on stage, you release the outcome and you release the results. You do your best and God will do the rest. Yes. When I competed at Miss USA, this is what this looks like. You're like, surrender, but this still is my dream. Do I not plan or prepare as much? No, you 100%, like Ardell said, prepare to win, but release what the outcome looks like and release your expectation, and instead surrender the result to God. So at Miss USA, it was my dream since I was 3 years old. I remember standing in the wings that night before I went on stage, and I prayed, and I said, God, this is it. This is the moment we've been preparing for. And if it is your will, let it be done. And then I went on stage, and I had fun. Because I'd been preparing my whole life. So I got to relax and surrender. Okay? So once you've surrendered and you're like, oh, I don't need this, I don't need people to like me, I'm full, I have something to offer. Well, first, I want you to ask yourself this question tonight. So this is your question. Ask yourself, why do I not need to win? And the second one is, how can I bless the judges? Okay, so that leads me to T. We got S, now we're going to T, to being the star that you are so you can have fun. And that is to be trusting, not controlling. I see this like all the time, nonstop, in all of you wonderful achievers who want to do your best, who want to be who you think you need to be in this process. When it comes to interview training, when it comes to your choreography for your walks, you want to remember your points, don't you? It's all about the points. My 3 points, I need to make sure I get them in. But you have 3 to 4 minutes in an interview, and you do not know if you're getting those points in, do you? It is not about you getting your talking points in or hitting your technicalities on stage. It's about trusting your training and releasing what you can't control. And when you go into interview, you cannot control what the judges ask you and what they don't. But you know what you can trust is how you're gonna handle it. So this comes down to trusting yourself. When I was competing in pageants, I wanted to remember my points. I was so wrapped up in memorizing everything. I wanted to sound smart and impressive, and that gets me caught in my head. You know, that gets me nervous. It makes me ramble. It makes me stutter. It makes me look around in my head. It makes me lose connection in my eye. Suddenly, I'm not having fun anymore because I'm just trying to impress you. Because now I'm back to needing you to like me. But instead, so I started training with this communications coach who passed away, but his name was Don Baker, and he changed my life because something that he taught me and empowered me in was the fact that I could trust myself and trust that I had everything within me that this moment needed. And I didn't have to look around out here somewhere for the right answer. You don't have to search outside you for the right answer, because the true answer is in your heart. So you get to trust that whatever comes up in your interview or in any conversation, or a facial expression that comes out on stage, or your hands that fly somewhere, or your skirt that flies up, that came naturally out of the magic that flows from within you. So trust yourself that you have done the training, not just for this pageant, but the training in life, everything y'all are involved in, dance, musical theater, sports, the things you have overcome, pain, grief, trauma, betrayal in friendships, breakups, those things that have shaped you into the queen that you are, so you can trust yourself to handle the things you cannot control. And that is when you can relax and have fun and be the star you are. Okay, STA, so we're at A. The third point, y'all, to being the star you are is becoming accepting, not criticizing. This is a big one. So if you're starting to get tired and restless, pay attention. So as an achiever, a performer, a perfectionist, anyone else are like, oh my God, me too. That's so weird. We're all in the same room. I really love the messaging of positive thinking, and positive talk, and being the best I can be. And I have this idea of myself, of who I can be. And so then, when I fall short of that, I'm like, oh, I must not have been strong enough to have positively thought my way into joy all of the time, because now I feel depressed. So what happens when sometimes you're confident and sometimes you're insecure? What happens when you're both at the same time? What happens when sometimes you have it all together and sometimes you're a hot mess? When you're a hot mess, does it mean that you're not a queen? Does it mean that you're not ready yet, or you're not prepared enough, or you didn't do enough, or someone else has something that you don't, that you're missing something in some way? Does it mean that you take yourself out? Because I have definitely taken myself out a lot in different seasons of my life, because I just felt like I wasn't strong enough, or I wasn't measuring up. So there was this moment at Miss USA, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm sharing this, where before preliminaries, they do this thing called preview, where you meet the judges in advance in a small conference room so they can see you more up close and kind of pick their favorite so they're not overwhelmed at prelims. And so you go in by yourself, and then after you go in by yourself, you go back in with your group of 10. And I don't know what happened, y'all, but Miss New York, who was right next to me in the lineup, she came up to me after I had been in my preview for swimsuit, and I was sitting there, like in the waiting room, and Miss New York came up to me, and she was like, Kristen, where were you? And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, we just went in for our final look for preview, and you weren't there. I was like, excuse me? Like, this is a very big deal. Like, my childhood dream is on the line. And I don't know how it happened. I don't know why I was sitting there and no one got me, or how I didn't notice, or what. But you know what? It happened. And I can be really prepared and organized And sometimes I can be a space cadet. And sometimes I can be late and disorganized. So in that moment, I could have taken myself out of the entire competition if I let my mind go there and say, I'm done. They did not see me in preview. For sure, they're going to forget me. I'm not even on their list now to pay attention to in prelims. And then what would that make me do? Not perform well in prelims, because I already think my chances are shot. And then I wouldn't have made it to top 15 in finals. And it all had to do with my mind. And so this is why we have to be accepting of ourselves in our weak moments instead of critical. Okay, so this week, y'all, if you were late somewhere, if you and your mom get in a fight, if you accidentally snap or you're feeling irritable, instead of berating yourself and criticizing and condemning yourself and saying, gosh, why can't I just be nice? Like Sunshine State over there, she's so sunny. Like, why am I so mean? Like, if the judges knew I was this mean, I would not win. Well, guess what? I have mean moments too. But we're mean sometimes when we are overwhelmed and we need to eat and we need to sleep, right? So be compassionate, not critical. Because if you're critical of your weak moments, you're going to take yourself out of the dream God has for you, and you're not going to have fun. And remember, the power of having fun is the girl who's having fun who wins. So be compassionate to your weak self. Okay? She's like, okay, I got it. All right, the last thing in STA, now we have R in star. Because we are surrendered, we don't need people to like us because we're full, we're the blesser. We are trusting, not controlling, and we are accepting, not criticizing. And the R is the fun part. This is when we get to really enjoy. It's when we get to really enjoy. Like I told you at the beginning, when I heard people say, just have fun, I was like, oh, that's for them, not me. I'm here to win. I'm serious and I'm focused. But you can be focused and you can have fun. Focused and fun. And I realized that actually, when I was at Miss USA, I was having fun because that is what I love to do, be on stage. I had to reframe my perspective, and instead of put all this pressure on it of celebrity judges, national telecast, final question, instead I needed to say, hold the phone. I am in the most beautiful gown that's like thousands of dollars. That was sponsored. I just had my hair and makeup done, and I'm on national television. Hello, thank you for finally giving me my moment. So I'm here to really enjoy, because this is not going to last forever. And this is fun, and this is glamorous, and I know that y'all are making friends. And I know that you're connecting with people that you don't get to connect with in your communities and your schools sometimes. So take the pressure off of the points and the score sheet and hitting your marks and actually really enjoy, because you can. You've done the work. You've done the training, and everything is within you at this point. So trust it and relax and enjoy. Do you want to? She's just having fun. That was good. There we go. Okay, y'all. So, this is your question, your reflection question for you to write in your journal. think of a moment or moments that you are nervous about or are dreading, and ask yourself how you will really enjoy them instead. So I know a lot of y'all have read my book, The Sparkle Effect, and yeah, cheer if you have. Yay. But if you haven't, it's a really great one that will help you just be grounded before competition. And like I said, I do coaching in pageants and in life, so hit a sister up if you want help. But other than that, remember that you have everything that every moment this week is required of you. When you're surrendered, you're trusting, accepting, and you really enjoy, it releases you into being the star you are so you can have fun. I'm going to be here tonight to take pictures with y'all. I love you, and I'll see you soon.